hackathon inside the metaverse, and it seems to go great actually, because last time we have used Altspace VR, but for our panel discussion, but this time for the hackathon opening, woohoo, we are using Special. Special is actually the most like famous and like popular platform to create your virtual space or to run like presentations, or like some exhibitions and so on. So they also have some like integrations like with a couple of blockchains, so you can even place your like 3D NFTs inside Spatial, so it looks actually also pretty cool, and it works inside your browser, which is also actually pretty cool. But if, like, as we all know, if you download the app, it always like works better. All right, guys. So let's start. Let me introduce everyone at the opening metaverse show of our hackathon, of our DeSoc hackathon. And first of all, I would like to thank our sponsors, Kikimora Labs, Horadrim Capital, Social Discovery Ventures, SDV, VC, and today I want to introduce you, first of all, our amazing experts. So first we have Taras Dovgan, who is actually a co-founder of Kikimora Labs. Please, Taras, tell a couple of words about yourself.
Hello, guys. I'm very excited to be here on this hackathon, and we started our journey for crypto with my partner, co-founder Eugen 5 years ago. And we saw a lot how this transformation in crypto field was going, and right now I think very great time to build something new, something meaningful, useful for users. And decentralized social is one of the, I think, important things that we have in crypto space. So I'm very excited to see new projects that will be built on this hackathon. And good luck for everybody. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. So Kikimora Labs is fostering a network of founders, investors, and startups who strive in a fast-paced, impact-driven environment. The experts from this venture studio will share their vision and knowledge on DeSoc hackathon and take an active part in working with the teams participating in the hackathon. Yeah, so it's amazing opportunity, guys, for everyone, like networking opportunity. So you can always get in touch with Taras, and maybe, who knows, like maybe you can become a partners or you can get some support from them. So next we go to Social Discovery Ventures. So it is a global technology company focused on connecting people and designing social life 3.0. SDV Ventures unites more than 40 brands used by 180 million people in 100 countries around the world. That makes it the third world's largest social discovery company. Well, what an amazing description. I'm pretty keen to discover myself like more about SDV. So, all right. So we also have a third main sponsor, Horadrim Capital, which is a VC that focuses on strong value for hand-picked projects. Horadrim Capital is also fueling projects up with their resources, network, and expertise. So like the projects can achieve the bravest goals on the daily basis. Actively, they support teams in research and development, and they're building products in DeSoc space themselves as well. Yeah. So let me tell you also, guys, a couple of words. First of all, like some kind of introduction. So Web 3.0 like is some kind of an industry where like blockchain, AI, machine learning, they're all coming together, and we are building the new internet, which has a chance to become like the new world social and financial system, like which will impact like the politics as well. So I always say that we are not only building new, that we are also kind of like creating like the new world. And I really believe that there's a huge like philosophical work that is being done by the teams and like by different like people in our community. And Vitalik Buterin himself, he's always like posting a lot of different interesting ideas. So we are like shaping the future right now. So it's great to have you here, guys. Let's like I think it's time like to clap for yourself. Let's welcome everyone. Let's welcome participants. Thank you so much, guys. You are the main guys over here. Thank you for coming. So let's go create the future. So in simple words, let me tell you what we all want to see, like to make this hackathon exciting. We want to see that you create some kind of exciting stuff, like so you can create some kind of a new feature if you already have an existing product, or you can create like a project from scratch and like develop something and of course we need to see a freshly created repository and some like stuff that you will create like during the hackathon. That's very important. Like you cannot show like features that you have been developing like for last couple of months. It's not going to be like fair because we have like it's all about creativity. So like focus on building something like exciting and something new. So please tell us about yourself, a couple of words, why you are here, why you are excited about the future of Web 3.0, and about your company as well, please, about your VC.
Yeah, so thank you very much. I'm really happy, guys, to see you all here. I'm Dmitry Volkov, and I'm a CEO and the founder of Social Discovery Ventures. I do two things mainly. I invest. I'm an investor in over 22 venture funds, and I have direct investments, and also a CEO of a company that tries to solve the problem of loneliness. So for me, the big challenge is to find out what is the future of Social 3.0 is going to be. And I think metaverse and the virtual world is a very big part of it. We have about 75 million users who are connected with each other, but I think that our job is not done yet. People are connected, but they still feel lonely, and there's a lot we can do to improve the conversation, to improve the relationships online. And I think virtual world and metaverse is something that is going to be crucial. So I've read recently the book Snow Crash about the appearance of the metaverse, and I think it's a great opportunity for all of us. But also, I think the major challenge is not to allow one single company or one single person to control the virtual worlds. So I think the decentralized society and the technologies that enable users to control their data, participate in the governance, is extremely important. So for this event, the hackathon for me is a great opportunity to find and talk with like-minded people who are interested in decentralized society and the technology related to it, to Web 3.0. And we are, as a company, we're interested in finding teams. So I think everybody here is an excellent potential partner for us. That's why we're here. That's why we're supporting this event.
This is amazing. Thank you so much. That's really interesting and that's exciting to be here. To be honest, I really love the vibe of this hackathon because everyone is like so engaged here, has his like vision about the future society, and I think that's really the greatest thing about the Web3 technology, and that's why it's so huge, and that's why it's gathering like the world. So many dreamers and like believers and builders, and that's exciting to be here. All right, guys. So let's come to our experts. So let me go on. Like I was starting to introduce Arseny Klekovkin, who is managing partner of G1 Ventures and the board member of its investees.
So I'll be brief. I guess what the topic of the kind of the direction this event of the hackathon and what you guys can develop or ideas you can bring in DeSoc. For me, it's I guess one of the most promising areas in the next few months, and at the same time, this is something that can make a lot of difference for the full ecosystem developments of several blockchains and Web3 overall. So really looking forward to see what will come out of it, and happy to contribute in any way we can. Thanks.
Thank you so much for being with us. So the next one is also an amazing developer who has hacked all hackathons. So his name is Arseny Pechin. He's in the crypto industry since 2018. So he's a winner of like many hackathons since 2014, starting like from Singapore to San Francisco, and he's a winner in prize or received some prizes at more than like 10 hackathons. Actually, like I saw him in Istanbul a couple of weeks ago, and he told me it was 14 already, right, Arseny? 14 hackathons, like getting some
It's
prizes.
only for this year.
All right, this year 14. Okay, good job. Okay, so he received and helped also to receive more than 10 Web3 grants worth more than 300K in the last year as well. So he is a true gem, like in terms of like understanding and the way you should work, like with grants and hackathons, like all around the world. That's very important. Like one of the main ideas of him, actually, I'm going to tell you later, guys. Let's keep it a secret for now. So Arseny, please tell us a couple of words about yourself and why you're here and how you hate
Oh
metaverse.
yeah. Hi guys. So I'm here to help you to prepare first of all the good pitch of your idea. Try to groom it. Try to check it before you spend time of developing MVP. Don't avoid the wasting time and all the stuff. So don't afraid to ask me a question just from the early beginning, from the choosing idea or something like this. I also can help you with technical advices because I'm in crypto industry pretty long from the developer positions, and also I will be help you to prepare the deck pitches before on the demo day. You're welcome to find me in the chat and text.
There's actually like, that would be really amazing, you know. Thank you so much, Arseny, for your introduction speech. Like, it would be really amazing. Like, I think organizers should take care about this. Like, or maybe Arseny, if you can do it by yourself, it would be really great. Arseny has a speech on Cyber Academy where he's talking about how to participate in hackathons.
Without fear and pain.
Yeah, without fear and pain, and it's like it's really like necessary, like to get things straight, you know, like guys, like just to really to understand how this thing, like how the industry works, and just like in short like form, always you need to look like, you know, like as deep as possible, trying to understand what everyone is trying to achieve. Like look at what our organizers are trying to achieve, what our sponsors are trying to achieve, what is their vision, and then you align your own vision, and then you find this win-win, you know, like jam concept, and then you build on it. That's always the best way, like starting from hackathons to grants, going then to VCs also, and to acceleration, different accelerators. All right, thank you so much, Arseny. So next one is Igor Doganov. He is an investment director in SBF Fund, and also he's the head of research and at BR Capital. Igor is also co-founder of tablebattle.io. Make sure you check it out. And advisor at superprotocol.com. He's an angel investor as well, and industry expert with like 5 years of experience in the crypto market and 12 plus years in finance. Igor, please, the stage is yours.
Yeah, thank you very much. So hi everyone, and glad to be here. I thought about some tasks that or topics for hackathon that we have in the list. You know, in the niche of the governance, for example, soulbound tokens for governance, and also some confidential aspects of Web3 messaging, Web3 social networks, etc. For example, I can recommend you check the solution for on-chain communication, ylight.io. I will share in the common group with you. And so it would be great to see the project that have some privacy or confidential aspects in mind. Also, you can reach out to me, I think, in the group if you wish to check the business of your, let's say, business cases for your idea. For example, you decided to build something, and we can, let's say, brainstorm how this could be used in the business.
Yeah, like I would also like to give a little tip to all participants. Like before you guys are like reaching out to an expert, like try out like to do a little like research, like to really understand what people are really interested about and what they're focused on, and then like try to find like the alliance like with your issues or something what you are looking for, and that's always works in the most efficient way. You're looking for like win-win schemes and solutions. All right, George Gochanov.
Hi.
Tell us about yourself a little bit, and what do you think? What is happening with the society, and where could it lead us in the future?
Yeah. So, hi everyone. I'm really happy to be there on this hackathon on the expert side. I was participating in hackathons before as a developer. I really enjoyed all this buzz and vibe in hackathons where you try to build products as fast as you can. And it's really interesting for me to be on the other side, and I'm helpful for all participants. So if you want to receive another glance on your idea, maybe get some criticism for it, or maybe find benefits on how you can sell it to the customers, to other developers, depends on what your project is. I will be happy to help, and maybe you can brainstorm together how your product can be brought to the life. It does not remain as a concept, right? And I really hope that everyone will find an interesting idea which will drive you through the whole hackathon. You make it to the finals. Maybe you'll even be able to implement it after the hackathon in some working product and build an MVP with it, which we can also work together to get this done. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So that's it for today. And now all experts are done. All sponsors are done as well. So now, guys. All right, guys. Okay, let's go to the topics. So when we are saying DeSocs, right? Like what do we mean? By the way, Arseny, maybe what do you think are the most interesting concepts in DeSocs industry right now? What do you see?
There are a few problems in the is identity industry and blockchain industry itself. A lot of teams try to solve it. First of all, they try to provide some kind of decentralized digital identity from first point of view. So some kind of analog of KYC or KYB. From other part, they try to provide the same logic in security way. So to use zero knowledge technology or something like this, it's one aspect. Other aspect is some kind of reputation services like POAPs or SBT tokens with some achievement stuff or other achievement which you can prove that you are expert in some point of view. Also, one more problem which trying to solve is the owning of the rights, owning of the art objects which you created, owning of the stuff which you win the game. Maybe some other ideas, but it's all related with your basic rights by nature. So, and I think it's every problem which you can find and define the business from this solving this problem. I think this could be great idea for the implementation during the hackathon.
Thank you so much. By the way, it's also very interesting to hear from other experts, like what do you think are the most hot topics right now in DeSoc's in the end of 2022, and what is going to be the next trend. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. But before we maybe go to the next expert, I would also like to inform you guys that SDV, Social Discovery Ventures, which is like one of our sponsors, they are very interested in projects which are building something in directions like, for example, Web3 social networks, or like in, like, you know, with like, or doing some kind of like infrastructural like integrations with DAOs for social networks that works as well. Digital identification, that's what just Arseny said. I also believe that's where everything starts, actually. And like also, you know, like maybe Polygon ID might be interesting example for you guys to take a look at like ZK, like permissionless identity verification app. I think Polygon ID did a great job actually there. Then of course soulbound tokens. It's a wide topic like to say, but if you're doing something like with SBT, something cool, something with an interesting like idea and algorithms like behind, like, then you should definitely get in touch with the guys with SDV Venture Capital. And also, of course, like the last topic that they are interested in is like DeFi in DeSoc projects. So guys, experts, Igor, CryptoDoc, what do you think? What are the most hot topics right now in DeSoc?
Well, having, let's say, this GameFi space booming out, and there is no signs for any decreasing of activities for developers in GameFi, I think there is a lot of opportunities to build something for gamers. This kind of digital IDs or gamers passports that are collecting progress, etc. I saw several projects in this direction, but I think this is the opportunity to develop it by yourself and compete with others. Also, as I said, I see high interest from the market participants for on-chain communication tools. Let's say email clients built on top of wallet messaging, other kind of messaging. This is the core of any social network, right? We should write something, post something, and this can live in blockchain, right? In the board, not on some servers.
I think Igor said a very important like idea. The first thing that he said about gamers, like, because these guys they are ready already, but what we saw is that was like a huge conflict between like Web3 builders, like, and like in general Web3 community, like especially NFT gen community, and the gamers, because gamers saw this like as another opportunity, like as another money grab opportunity. And because there was a conflict with like microtransactions in the gaming industry when all the gamers, because these guys are like, trying to earn like on top of it even more. So that's why like first like we saw this conflict. But what I really believe is that like, we're gonna see like the rise of the metaverse as soon as the merge of like gaming industry is going to gaming and crypto industry is going to happen, because pretty much what we see right now, like even like in all these virtual worlds, like all this stuff, it was basically created like like mostly for games. Everything was created for games, and that was the main reason. Like 3D graphics was like actually developing in the past 20 years. So what I was saying is that like the virtual world together with persistent economy inside it, that's what creates this metaverse like experience. Like that's what is like makes the metaverse space so different. And right now we're so early is that just we see some kind of like everything what we can see right now happening in the industry, we can see as some kind of like foundation, as a basic layer. So let me go through topics again, guys, for all participants. So digital identification, that's very interesting. Like all kind of like KYC stuff and like storing private data and like making like doing it in a secure way and in a truly decentralized way. Here, by the way, you can take a look at Filecoin, like with IPFS, like and their stack is super interesting for this topic actually. Then we have smart justice. That's a very interesting idea. Like give some services like for courts or are decentralized courts on top of DAOs, some kind of like reputation courts or like courts of experts or like whatever connected like with making decisions and solving conflicts on chain or off chain conflicts, even trying to solve them on chain and like all kind of different combinations. Of course, always try to be as decentralized as possible. The more decentralized your technology is, like the more chances it has to become like a standard or a protocol, and that's what you're like looking for. That's your goal, like if you're a builder, because that's what is always valued by VCs and accelerators and by the community. So we also have reputation and like different rating and like calculations, mechanisms and algorithms. Like it can be used for like credits, like rating scoring or social rating scoring, or anything else like connected to this topic. Like your reputation and the way you earn it and the way you save it and the way you use it and anything connected with the utility of your social rating is very interesting. So then we have Web3 like social networks or like maybe some integrations like for existing social networks or maybe some kind of like integration of some kind of features of classic social networks into DAOs. Like simple example, I mean, there are already a couple of many projects like this, like for example, messaging between wallets and like that kind of stuff as a simple example. But also, of course, yeah, all kind of stuff connected with SBT tokens inside it and like with the reputation is also interesting. So, and the last topic is like soul-bound tokens, but like at the end of the day, like all of them, they're so connected that almost any like proper social like product would be using almost all of them. So now the most important thing is the deadline, guys. Deadline is on the 3rd of December. We're gonna post the exact time when, but make sure you're gonna get ready everything like by the morning of the 3rd of December. So you need to prepare a package of 5 documents, and it's like just, of course, we're gonna send it to you everything again. Don't worry, but we're just gonna go through them right now. It's not necessary to write it down, like because you're gonna have it. You're gonna get it from us again, from Anton, our lovely moderator, and the main chief operational officer of the whole event, of the whole fund. So first, you need to make like a little like description of a concept like in a file, like it can be like a Word document, a Google Doc document, like, or just describe it like shortly, like with words. Then you should also have a PDF like with some like screenshots, like maybe some like diagrams which you want to add like to describe your project. Then you should have a freshly created repository that was created during the hackathon. So it means today, starting from now, and also always like the video is always the main thing that you need to provide on the hackathon. So like your goal is to provide the video of some kind of like a freshly created interface that was created during the hackathon that works with some kind of like a decentralized backend. Like it shouldn't be perfect. It might have bugs, but it should like work. That's the main idea. What you should deliver. You should create something on your knee during this short time. Something cool. And of course, like it's always great. Like Arseny always says, like that's the best idea for the hackathon is that the idea that you can go on after the hackathon, because you definitely can get, if you win the hackathon especially, you can definitely get the support from VCs, from sponsors, and then you can go on with this project and keep on building this. And of course, we need the last thing, we need the link to the demo so we can really see it's working. So 3rd of December, guys, don't be late. We're gonna post the exact time later. So, and please, guys, I would like to hear some more opinions from our experts. So please, Arseny, please share, give everyone a couple of like tips, like maybe, like maybe we can make a little present for everyone. Maybe you can like a couple of like 5-7 minutes, maybe you can give like a short idea of like your award-winning strategy. What do you think? I think it would be really great for everyone.
So when you creating idea, check it by the next question. What problem? What solution for solving this problem you're going to create? Then what's the monetization? What's the business model of this problem? Possibly how this idea will change the market? And if you find big enough market for this problem and solution, this will be a good idea to implement. If you focus it only on technology, it's a bad idea because investors usually want to see that you have ability of the checking market. Because when you create a wrong idea with wrong hypothesis, you should be able to make a fast pivot to switch to other ideas. But you should be able to create new idea and check it for the going and before you waste all money from investors. So, and I strongly recommend you to focus first of all on idea, not on the technology. Yeah, I can share also a few ideas. For example, I think everybody know about Lens platform. I think it's stupid to create the competitors for Lens, but you can, but you should you should show what the benefits compared with Lens you're going to provide to users and what the go-to-market strategy will be. But from other point of view, Lens is a decentralized protocol. For this reason, you can create some kind of plugin or something like this. If you use Lens, you saw that they have a Twitter plugin. It was developed by third-party developers and with pretty success. So you can create a plugin for Instagram, for Lens, for Snapchat, for LinkedIn, for Facebook. Save soul of my safeguard my soul of this recommendation. But yeah, it could be implemented during this week, and the market is clean. The customers also clean. Understand. So I think it's a good idea. creating one more soulbound token, okay, you can, but what will be the difference with other soulbound tokens? What's the main question will be on the demo, it will be what's the problem you're trying to solve? What's your competitor advantage? What's your secret sauce? Something like this. So we can just organize, if you haven't an idea, we can organize a brainstorm sessions with your team, or we can book an office hour from me, and in 15 minutes we can check your idea.
Thank you so much, Arseny. It's very valuable advice for everyone. So as I always say, like you can always have a great and the big vision, but like right now time is super short. Like so you always need to think about that. So try to choose something what you can really build in such a like short sprint, like pretty much like in one sprint, and just to demonstrate like what you are capable of. That's very important. And then already like no one would expect like a super complicated thing just like in 7 days, because it's just impossible. And of course, like all the organizers and juries will understand that this project was built already before. So that doesn't work here, guys. So it's very important, like create a fresh repository and experiment. If you have existing product already, that's fine as well, but you got to build some kind of a new interesting additional feature which is connected with DeSocs. So yeah, try to find a cool, interesting technical solution. Try to be original, and of course think about the utility, how it could be used. It's very interesting, by the way. I would also like to add from myself the whole story about NFTs. Like for example, when we are thinking about NFTs and the market of NFTs, they haven't really been like solving any kind of like problems. They were just like fun, and they were fine. Like they were really good for like for building communities, for trading, for gambling, and for all kind of scams. And that's why like all kind of like crazy people all around the world who love to gamble, who love like IT, who love like drawing, art, and so on. Like they all created this crazy massive industry of like NFT trading and flipping, and like this degen like culture and everything. That's really insane. Like I visited my friend like one and a half months ago. I was there on the Asian blockchain week in Singapore, and I went to Malaysia to like visit my Malaysian friend, and like I know his whole family, and his father who really likes me. So his father is 60-year-old Chinese Malaysian born guy who owns a hotel, who is doing real estate, and he's trading NFTs like on his phone on Solana, because these crazy Chinese guys, they love gambling so much. Like they even like they would do, you know, really and understand all this stuff like related with NFTs. So it's very interesting. So I think it's not always about directly about like the problem and the solution. Sometimes it's about fun. Sometimes you can touch something inside like people's soul. So like also don't worry, don't be scary to be like brave and open, and but build something cool, something what has like something cool and something what has the utility. That's like the perfect combination. Yeah, always another interesting topic and idea is that there are whales, and maybe you can always build something to ride with the whales. Like if you catch the whales wave, that's kind of like might be a very interesting way to enter the market and to promote your product and to get access to the target audience of yours. That's also an interesting solution. So guys, we are coming to an end. It was a great event today. Thank you so much everyone for participating. All right, experts, maybe a couple of words from you guys in the very end. Arseny, let's push something to all participants.
Don't afraid of the showing something on finished project. just go ahead and don't worry about anything.
Yes, I always say have fun. Having fun is the most important thing. All right, guys, you are welcome to say anything you want.
Well, it's more or less clear. We're already building a decentralized identity application and looking to submit some extra things in a sort of sandbox, kind of in the direction of one of your experts, because we're trying to integrate new social instruments in what we're doing and create more infrastructure for onboarding and tools for DAOs and guilds in the near ecosystem. So would really appreciate some feedback from the experts from because as you all know, it's a hard time in the markets and it's always good to double check on the roadmap that you're building.
It's not a problem, it's an opportunity.
Sure,
Thanks, Tatiana.
sure. Opportunity not to get distracted, I guess.
Yeah, that's super interesting. Thank you so much for telling us a little bit about your project. Super exciting to see what you're going to build on top of it during the hackathon. So we have other guys here. Vlad, tell us a little bit about your project, about your idea. I really want to talk to you guys in the very end. We have a couple of minutes.
Hello. We're going to solve the problem with bots in airdrops. Now, person can register thousands of accounts of addresses and take a huge part of airdrop items from the project. And now we're stuck on the implementation of the solution.
I already love your project, to be honest. Like it's super cool idea. Like that's really useful. I have a great concept like for all abusers, like all these guys who are doing this multi-accounting, which is not like they're dumping tokens sometimes and like really killing like projects, but like at the same time they're super creative and super active as users. So I think we need to onboard all abusers into builders. Like you should also use it, like as a concept for your project, like as a main descriptor on the main page. You have been an abuser, we offer you to become a builder.
It's like how mining work. You should solve the solution before you should solve the puzzle before taking the gift in the item.
There's a Web3 jail project, I think, to reteach bad guys to good guys.
Interesting, thanks.
Thank you so much, Vlad, for sharing with us. All right, guys, thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. A little bit of engagement and in the very end is always nice, even if we're going over the timing a little bit. So I would like to wish good luck to everyone. Thank you for participating in one of the first ever hackathons in the metaverse, and stay safe, and I wish you good luck. May the force be with you guys.